So here I'm going to be showing you how to create a landing page on Kajabi. It's pretty straightforward, and if you'd like to follow along with me, you can click the link in the description to do so, or if you haven't used Kajabi yet, you can actually use that link to get an extended 30-day free trial. So with that in mind, let's begin. What you want to do when you're on the inside of Kajabi, you're going to be under the website tab right here and then landing pages. This is where I am. So when you arrive on this page, what you want to do is you can scroll down, you can do start from scratch, you can do browse templates, or you can do upload template. Me personally, whenever I am creating any type of landing page, I love using templates because they allow you to get up and running much quicker, which is that in combination with this tutorial are going to help a lot. So I'm going to go with browse templates here. Alright, so we arrived on the page here. I'm not going to be using the lead generation page wizard, but I might be doing another tutorial about that if needed. We don't need to start from scratch. And if we scroll down, you're going to see we have some templates that we can use. These are going to be for sales pages. These are going to be for cart sales. This is going to be for podcast, link in bio, thank you pages, opt-in pages, coming soon pages, policies, and ironically enough, I find the legacy templates to be very good. I'm going to read this right here just so you know. It says, "These templates are no longer being worked on by the Kajabi team. While we support any issues related to the use of these templates, we encourage you to use the templates above to get the newest and best that Kajabi has to offer." And I agree, the ones above are going to be a little bit more polished and overall professional looking. However, I love the simplicity of the Kajabi legacy templates, so I'm going to click right here. And there they are, they're going to show up down below. So these are going to be the specific ones. We have a homepage one, a launch, opt-in, download, long form sales, blank canvas, and of course video call to action. And this is going to be my absolute favorite landing page template in the world. I'm going to be using this one. So if you ever wanted to start from scratch, it's very easy to model, but like I said, it's already going to have just about everything that we need here, and we just have to replace it. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to click right here. All right, and this just gives you a little bit bigger of a preview, but that's all we're going to need here. Let's click on the Get Started button. All right, so the goal of this landing page is going to be to promote any type of product, offer, or service, whether it's yours or someone else's. So in this one, I'm just going to be using Pictory as an example, seeing I have a video for it. Let's click on Create. All right, and so after some inspirational words, we have landed on our landing page. So very easy to edit here. Anytime you want to change something, simply click on it and you can see like the button text, what you want to do with it. But what we're going to do here is go north to south. So we're going to start at the top. I'm going to click on the heading right here. And as you can see, this is going to be the menu right here. I don't want to show the header overall because this is a landing page. So let's click off the show header box right here, and that's going to immediately disappear. Okay, so the reason we don't want that is because this is a landing page and we have one goal in mind. The goal is to eventually click a button and make a purchase. Now there is a video here, and that's obviously going to be nice because the more that someone watches a video, the higher the chances are that they're going to click that button and make a purchase. So ultimately, if they arrive on this page, we want them to watch the video, click here, make a purchase. So it's kind of like a 1-2 combo, right? And then we're going to have a little bit more down there we can use if needed. So here's going to be the headline formula that I always talk about. And in fact, I think the last time I did my Kajabi landing page tutorial, I did a similar thing. I'm just updating it, of course, so we can hit back here if needed. How to yay without boo. This is a template that can help you ultimately anywhere, right? You can use this in your Facebook post, your LinkedIn post, anywhere on social media, and specifically headlines on landing pages and sales letters. Ideally, you want to put something right here. What does your perfect audience want to do? And what do they want to do without doing something they don't want to do? I'll give you some examples here just to drive the point home in a lot of different niches, okay? So how to lose weight without, what do they want to do? Living in the gym, okay? So someone wants the big benefit, they want to lose weight. They also don't want to count their calories, all right? They also don't want to do 5 hours of cardio every day. How about without doing any cardio? Certainly possible, it's just with your nutrition, right? So how to, let's see, build an online business. Here's a good one, without losing your shirt on paid ads, okay? If you've ever been in the startup position or just getting started, whether you're a solopreneur or anything like that, even when I get started, I didn't want to go right into paid ads. I did eventually, but I didn't want to lose my shirt. I didn't know what I was doing. Of course, I got lessons and training and so on and so forth, but that's a very big example, right? If you told someone that they could be a millionaire and they only had to do ultimately one task, most people would say like, yeah, that'll be cool. But if you told them that task was going to be public speaking, they're going to be like, oh, wait a minute. So that's like another one. How to become a millionaire without, doing public speaking. Because apparently public speaking is one of the most feared things aside from death. People are deathly afraid of it, okay? I completely understand. But just another example. What's something that they really want to do in your niche, and what is it they don't want to do to get it? If you can correctly answer these, you're going to have a really good hook for whatever it is you're selling. So that's something you want to keep in mind. Obviously, it has to pertain to the product that you're going to be showcasing here, that you're going to be recommending, whether it's your own or someone else's. So given the fact, in my example, this is going to be about Pictory, which allows you to create videos using AI. So here's going to be the benefit here. Give me one moment. All right, so how to create a thriving YouTube channel without ever filming a video. So that's a pretty good one. And I do want to also add the caveat here. The more intrigue and the more curiosity that is kind of baked into your headline, the better it's going to be. Because if someone sees that and they go, how in the world is that even possible? That's exactly what you want, all right? Sometimes you have to really stretch your mind here. And that's why I want to kind of like slow down and take more time on this headline process, because it can ultimately make or break your landing page, whether people watch it, whether they click on it. If I just said, all right, so for this one, I put how to grow your YouTube channel without posting videos in other social platforms. Overall, it's not all that great. And if you're not even sure about what this means, that's even another good sign that it's nothing special, right? Because a lot of times people will have their YouTube videos, then they'll go post it on like Quora and Facebook and other platforms to help get some more eyeballs to it, right? So not really a huge thing. Like, it's not a nagging pain that people have. But when you talk about the other one I had previously, which was how to create a thriving YouTube channel without ever filming a video. So then you're like, whoa, now you have my attention. And you can even add a little bit more. So that's going to be the headline formula. This is going to be a little bit extra. So what you can do is continue on from the headline. Okay, you can add a little bit more. You can add a call to action to tell someone to, click the video to see how it's done, or you can do both. So I put without ever filming a video, or without ever getting in front of a camera. So now we made this headline even better. All right. So now you're not even filming a video, whether you're the director, you're not even in front of it. You're not like using an iPhone to, do anything related to that. Now you might really have someone's attention if they're not sure how this is done. Of course, the software is what's going to help with doing that. So that can be a little bit extra. So you can do something like that. And then you could say, all right, so click the play button below to see how it is done. So that's kind of like I say, a little bit extra. So you have your main headline, ultimately just kind of like a sub headline. So you can just use this, you can just use this, or you can use both. Let's just say your headline was good enough and you could do something like that. Click the play button below to see how it is done. All right, anyway, so that's going to be your headline. This is going to be your sub headline. Now what we want to do is go to our video. So let's click on the video button right here. And this is going to be the video right here. We have our video action, so we can upload a new file or select a recent one. I'm just going to go upload very quickly. And here I'm going to go to my device. I have my video saved on my computer. It could be in another spot, but just make sure you know where it is and click on it. All right, so we're going to give it some time, and while it's doing that, we also have our thumbnail right here. So once again, it's going to be much better when you have a thumbnail. So I'm going to go to select image, and the same thing I'm going to do is upload new file. And I'm going to go to my device again. I'm just going to take the thumbnail that I have on YouTube to use. All right, so that's going to be it. Looks like it's lined up pretty nicely. So I'm just going to click on yes right here, or save, excuse me, and upload one file. There we go. So this is going to be the video. This is going to have some stats, some closed captions. You can download it if you want to upload a new file, just to kind of showcase what's going to be there after it's done. So, all right, great. And what I did also is just click the save button very quickly. If you haven't done that, it's a good thing to do, right? So it's going to be right here. We have our headline, our sub headline, our video, and let's scroll down. Now we have our call to action. Let's click right here. So what we want to do is let them know exactly what they need to do. So click here to, try Pictory. Click here to make a purchase. Click here to get your free trial. Click here to get your discount, your coupon, whatever it's going to be. So let's go to our button text right here. So when you click on call to action, this is going to be where it is. So I'm going to click right here. All right, so click here to try Pictory for free. Looks good to me. We have button action. What we want to do right here is go to a URL. All right, and this is going to be our URL, so I'm just going to put it in very quickly. All right, and this is going to be an affiliate link, so I'm just going to do like a little, a note by it. Okay, And what I also want to do is open in a new window. So I think this is very important. Anytime you bring someone to a landing page and you have a video playing, or just even if it's not a video playing, I love doing open in a new window. The main reason for this is because when they open it in a new window, that allows them to come back to the original landing page and either watch more of your video, browse more of it. If you'd open up in the same window, it can stop them from watching this, and then maybe they just click out of it, and then they're not going to have the opportunity to go back unless they hit the back button. You don't want to make the assumption that they're going to hit back, so always just make it open up in a new tab or a new window, okay? That's my recommendation there. We have our button size, our button width, some colors, and so on and so forth, but everything looks fine there. You can play around with the aesthetics. Once again, I'm going to click on the Save button. And now we can go down here. So we have text. If you want to use text here, you most certainly can. I'm just going to kind of give you some ideas. If you want to make this as basic as possible, you don't even need anything here, which is pretty fantastic, right? So if you did want to delete this, just like that, okay? And it's all just pretty much not going to be there. So you can do that if needed, and it's just going to be this. And it's one of the most simplest landing pages you're ever going to see, but there are some things you can put down there if needed. You can put testimonials, you can put some of the big benefits of using it, but just simply for this example here, I'm going to keep it as that, and I'm going to click on Save. Okay, and down here is going to be the footer as well, so you can show footer. There's going to be a logo image, the menu, footer, a lot of the basic things. You can do edit your links, and this is going to be where you can add them if needed. So that's the main menu, but this is going to be the footer. So if you want to add anything there, something good when you're doing a landing page, like support is a good one, privacy policy, terms of service, any type of disclaimers, that's going to be where you want to put them. I'm just showing you that very quickly. It is pretty straightforward, but that's how you can edit it around. And also one more thing too, if you go over this with the Kajabi, you can just like edit this, say marketing island, something like that. Change it around. You can have logos, but that's a lot of the aesthetics thing. Like the biggest thing right here is going to be the landing page. And why I like this so much is because one, I like doing videos, and videos are going to do a lot of the heavy lifting. And it's good too with Kajabi is that you upload the video. So while you might not earn any money on say like YouTube AdSense, there's not going to be any advertisement. There's not going to be any suggested videos. You're taking away from all those distractions. Like if you're watching this on YouTube now, just look around this video. There's distractions everywhere. So that's also a good thing when you're using your landing page. You want as much focus on your main goal as possible. So let's click on Save right here. And now what we can do is just simply preview it, which is going to be up at the top right. So let's click on Preview. All right, so here we are. And if you're wondering what this is right here, it's just going to showcase that you're in preview mode. Okay, so I'm going to exit out of that. How to create a thriving YouTube channel without ever filming a video. Click the play button down below to see how it is done. We have the video where if I play it, it's going to talk over me, so I'm not going to do that. And this is the main call to action. You're going to notice, aside from having some links here that are going to be necessary, like privacy policy, terms of services, there is nothing else here that is going to distract your videos from taking that action. That's the biggest importance of a landing page. It's very different from a website is that there's no menus. We took those off. There's no like sub drop downs. There's no blog post. There's no pop-ups. There's no advertisements. There's no floating bars, no anything else. This is literally just watch the video and click the button or nothing else. And that's exactly what you want when it comes to a landing page. That's why I like these. They're clean, they're simple, they're easy to do. And I'll just even show you an example of one on my website just to kind of showcase what it looks like, just because I like these landing pages so much. All right, and so here's one I just have on my website. You're going to notice it's pretty much identical aside from some like colors and a little aesthetics here. So once again, we have our main headline right here, which is going to be just a little bit more under it. So how to create YouTube videos without ever getting in front of the camera. We have the video. We have a little bit more here, like start creating videos for today. So instead of a button, I have like a big area here. Like I said, it's all aesthetics, but the whole template is going to be virtually the same. Logo, copyright, and some of the links I talked about. So it doesn't matter what landing page builder you're using. It's a template that you can use anywhere. This obviously just happens to be with Kajabi, but one of my favorite types of landing pages. So I hope you got some value out of this when it comes to creating a landing page with Kajabi. If you would like to follow along, of course, that link is going to be down there in the description. And of course, if you want to test out Kajabi, you can use that link as well. And it's going to take you to a very unique page that looks very similar to this, where you can get an extended 30-day free trial. My name is James. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy.